Welcome to the night where we light up the spot. We're trading crypto, find out you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with rulers by lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low.
Good evening and welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you are doing well. The D-Gens are up late with the LBC. I am Lunar Beaches Crypto and welcome to Markets After Dark, a show here on the Piper Academy Network, coming to you live Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. A lot of the times we go over, but it's okay because we like to get into the nitty-gritty here. So if that sounds like something that you might enjoy and you're new here, hit that subscribe button. But other than that, guys, we've got things looming over our heads. I have an idea of what we might see. Only time will tell. But before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and bring up the chat. Oh, my beautiful people. What is going on, guys? How are you all doing? Hope you're doing so very well. Let's just go ahead and say good evening to everybody that is here so far. We got Retro Mic Tech. Shout out to RMT. Speaking of RMT, I wore this shirt specifically for you. I don't know how much of a Star Wars fan you are. But I think this is a pretty sick shirt, don't you think? What do you think? Pretty sick shirt. Especially since it's a Titans shirt. That's right. A Titans Star Wars mashup shirt. Told you, man, I got a lot of Star Wars stuff, but I also got a lot of Titan stuff too. Oh man, what's going on? RMT, hope you're doing well, my friend. RS Miller, good evening. Welcome to the Dark Markets After Dark. The diamond has formed. Yeah, I saw something about that diamond. I think Tom Crown, I saw Tom Crown post about that on Twitter. Let's see. We've got Alexandra G, the mod queen, in the house. What is going on? Melissa, one love. Hope you are doing well. Melissa's I would consider Melissa a dear friend. Because she's been hanging out in the LBC Discord for quite some time. And yeah. We've had group chats in there, man. We've had some good times. It's been good times. I'm gonna steal that shirt off your back. When we meet up in Nash Vegas, I will be sure not to bring this shirt with me. Oh, what's going on? Let's see. Jay Violet's in the house. Don't forget to hit the like on the way in. Thank you. Yes, please hit that like button on your way in. Guys and gals, we've got big stuff coming up tomorrow. Melissa is the real OG. She's amazing. She is an OG. She is an OG. You know, Melissa's been showing up. I should have made her a freaking mod too, you know? But maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If she sticks around, we'll see. Then we'll have all the ladies in blue. How about that? I can't make any promises. This isn't my channel to make these kind of things. All right, guys. Bitcoin. A little more downside today, yesterday. Remember, it is Throwback Thursday, so we are going to be looking for some throwbacks. And right now, we are getting a throwback potentially down to this 0.5 level here at $99,787. Personally, man, I don't know. What I am looking for, or what I will be watching for, is a continuation of the Wyckoff distribution schematic. As long as it continues to play out, let's go ahead and bring that up. Let's get rid of the oscillator. Get a little more space on here. There we go. All right, so we come up for the up thrust, sweep the highs, then we start to correct to the downside. Now, we already put one, let's zoom in a little bit. So we've already put, let's see, yeah, it dropped first, then it shot up. So we put in this low, but I don't know that that low counts, because if we see the schematic, we can see that price pushes up like this, and then it comes down and it breaks this low. So if we are looking at price, we can see it came up, pushed down, pushed up, and so far it's pushed down, but it held that low. So might see some more to go, and then another correction, and then a push down into our high time frame demand zone. Get a bounce off of that, and then consolidate, and then go. But then that will just be our up thrust after distribution. So we'll be looking for potentially a lot of sell orders taking place in this zone, if this is to play out like this, where we just consolidate within this range before and we start to squeeze on price. No matter what kind of consolidation it is, it doesn't have to be exactly like this. It can, as long as it is some type of consolidation range and we get the break to the upside, then of course zooming out, that could lead us to our up thrust after distribution, and then we see the big correction. Potentially, we'll see. Okay, I've got to drive for a bit. Okay. Yes, Melissa, rent. I couldn't make it to your 6 a.m. show. Yep, well, you're here now. Diamond on BTC and XRP. Alrighty then. So yeah, clearly potential reversal pattern, but I will be looking to see if the Japan carry trade causes us to make this dip. But this is something that I want to look out for. I don't think I've seen anything on it yet. I meant to look for it prior to the stream. Give me one sec. Okay, so it looks like, okay, so I'm looking to see for like news on tariffs, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the driver. So I was thinking that maybe since we hadn't seen it yet, that potentially we could see some type of news about Trump signing an executive order or something for tariffs that would potentially push the price to the upside, which this could come later, of course. Push the price to the upside because people are like, oh, tariffs, that's bullish for the U.S. economy or something. But maybe not. Maybe the tariffs is what gives us the big drop. I don't know. Just something that I was thinking about that might influence price at some point. So I'll be watching out for those tariffs. But the Bank of Japan, since Trump hasn't said anything about tariffs yet, that means they are much more likely to hike their interest rates. So, yep, we could see a push down into this demand zone. I would almost say I think that's probably the higher probability move, but I'm wondering if we potentially get another move to the upside before it pushes down. I feel like we might come back up, sweep the highs, and then push back down. Could be wrong, but that's what I'll be watching for tomorrow, going into the Bank of Japan rate decision. Signed for what? Signed for what? I meant, did tariffs. I don't know. Signed an executive order? I don't know. Boston Tea Party 2.0. Yeah. Taxes. All the taxes. We're getting rid of federal income tax. There we go. That's the one. We're getting rid of federal income tax. If you have not heard, that's the word on the street, is that we're getting rid of. Never mind. I heard what you said the second time. Oh, okay. Evening chat. Evening Bandage. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, as always. So yeah, but tomorrow, let's just go ahead and turn this off. Let's take a zoom in and look at today's price action. Want to go over the stuff that we were going over last night to see if we could have made any plays. I was watching it today, and I don't think I saw anything that led me. I mean, I didn't take any trades on Bitcoin today, or anything. I'm still in some longs, but I'm just waiting for all of this liquidity to get taken up. Hopefully, we'll see. But going back, let's take a fixed range volume profile. We're going to throw it back to yesterday and review the stuff that we went over to kind of see if we could have picked something off today. So let's just go ahead and take our first two. So we had our London kill zone. All right. We do see price during the New York kill zone come above the value area high. Let's take in consideration the Asia kill zone prior as well. I want all the kill zones and all their stuff. All right, so we do see that London came up, tapped the value area low of Asia. Then we see a push down. Okay, then we have, oh yeah, VWAP is part of this as well. There we go. So we have the trending down VWAP within the Asia kill zone. So we're already thinking bearish. Then we come down into London. We do see this move up, but it doesn't quite get up to that value area high. Another sign of weakness. Pushes lower. Well, first we push down here, and then when we start the London kill zone, the morning London kill zone, it pushes up to that value area low and then gets a harsh rejection. Probably would have been a great time to enter a short if you're up that late. Some of you are just waking up on the other side of the world, across the pond, and these are your trading times. There are Asia, well, maybe not Asia, but the London and New York times. So this could be something beneficial to you that are across the pond. All the weathermen here in Tucson got let go today. 4-letter word, snow. That's funny. Yes, they said the 4-letter word. Oh boy, I got paid. I'm searching for good entries. All right, so another thing that we notice as price is pushing to the downside, we are below VWAP, so we are thinking bearish and potentially fading back to VWAP. But something else to watch are these point of controls. We see a pretty big shift down, which to me shows that we are pretty bearish, because we see that significant push to the downside. So the point of control is where most of the volume is traded at within the range that you pull. So if that point of control moves down, once you get into the next, obviously once you get into the next range, the point of control is going to move down, but that point of control could also be up here. Okay, so, or we could have gotten some type of reversal in here, or maybe this kept going to the upside, let's say, and then it prints a new point of control in the London kill zone that's actually higher than the previous one. So that's when you kind of want to watch, because we now know that the volume has shifted, and then we have potential for a reversal, because where most of the trading that is taking place has shifted to the upside. That doesn't mean it can't shift back down to the downside. It's just something to pay attention to. But when we are seeing multiple session point of controls pushing to the downside, well, then we're likely to get more downside, as we are right now. We are dumping hard. Trying to put in a bullish divergence here. I'm on the 5-minute. Maybe I'll stay on. Maybe we'll catch a trade together. Boom, 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 boom. We are below VWAP, so I think that we would want to get above it. Invisible cup. This is the 5-minute, so it's going to look more extreme. But we could be seeing, we've obviously been seeing some de-risking as we lead into the BOJ rate decision. Because the last time that we got a BOJ rate decision and they raised rates, we got the big dump last August. Now let's see. London kill zone. This will be interesting to see. When I pull this fixed range volume profile, I want to see where the point of control is, and if it has shifted from this one. Does it shift higher or lower? lower. So that just tells me, look, we're just continuing to push lower and lower where our volume, most of our volume is being traded. Lower and lower. For each kill zone, we just keep pushing lower and lower on our volume. And look, we come into Asia and we push lower. Now let's go ahead and pull a fixed range volume profile on the Asia kill zone. Where are we at? Push down lower. So we need to see that point of control start to shift, because we want to see the volume start to push in the other direction and give us that reversal. So Dumpscarelli. Let's go to the hourly. What are we looking at here? Now, there are other point of control, or there's like session volume profiles that you can use that breaks down each session. But I just started to look at this last night with the volume profiles on the kill zones, and I think I'm gonna continue to use it that way. But if I go ahead, let's go ahead. I don't want to get rid of these. I just put them on. Let's oh, more Dumpsky. I need to pull a bigger fixed range volume profile. Let's see. Okay. Now what about if I just do this? All right, so the point of control is sitting above us as far as this range is concerned. But let's pull from when we came into this range. Well, let's just pull from this low right here. So we just take in all of this. Where are we at? Oh, we're coming down to a value area low of that range. Let's see. Let's take a Fibonacci. Good evening, lovely people. Good evening, Piper. You're up late. Come in. Ooh, golden pocket. This is where we would want to see a potential reversal. We've got golden pocket and value area low sitting right in the middle of it. Let's see if we have any more confluence. Weekly VWAP. Nope, sitting above us. Monthly VWAP sitting below us right here, right at that 99,863 level that we were looking at earlier. I think it was 873 or 973 early. I don't know. This level right here, 99,850, somewhere in there. Maybe we come down, sweep the lows, and we get a bounce off of this monthly VWAP. That would be the 786 of this range. Now, I will need to pull in more data for the fixed range volume profile. And look at that value area low right there. I think we might get down there. We've got our monthly VWAP, a value area low from this low to this high. We got a 786 here. Now what if I pull this fib down to this lower level here? That's 50% retracement of this whole range. A lot of confluence there. And I could see it. I could see us come down and get a bounce and then just continue to chill out in this range and just range. Range, range, range. Just crab walk for another 9 years. And yeah. Oh, what is going on? Pup had to have some playtime before bed. I see. You're on your phone. 36 degrees Celsius, not a cold wave. The pool is getting lots of use. Oh, wow. We need to meet up at Casino del Sol sometime. 300 miles. We could meet in Hatch. Thought I was saying Hatchie at first. Oh, that would be great. I live on the east side, but yeah. Y'all are great. Y'all are great setting up trips and stuff. You're so cute. You're so cute. All right, we are sitting at the... Oh, man. I think it will come down here. Let's pull up. Let's see where our Market Oracle Pro is. I'm going to have to go to a higher time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour. Where's our dynamic and what? Why am I still on the drawing tool? All right. So our doesn't make any sense. So, yep, we got the dynamic reactor sitting right there too. So, check that out. Dynamic reactors right there at that same price point. So we might dip right below 100K. Sweep this low here. Potentially sweep this low here, but then bounce. We do have this 4-hour wick here that does show that this is a demand zone. Because we can see, I mean, it's a 4-hour wick. So that means they pushed down, tried to push down pretty aggressively, but then buyers stepped in. We've come down, came close to that level, but then got a big push to the upside, have since consolidated, potentially come back down here, test that level, 99,150. 99,150. And then push to the upside. That would get us into the discount zone of this range that we've been in. So that does track as well. We also have the quantum reactor flipping green. We pointed this out last night, that the quantum reactor had flipped green on the 4-hour. So that's bullish. Dynamic reactor, green, 4-hour, bullish. The only thing that's not super bullish right now is our oscillator, Prime Oscillator Pro Plus. By the way, don't forget 45% off your first month of Chart Prime. Link in the description down below. And check out our affiliate link for Blowfin. Awesome exchange. I use it every single day. So go check it out. Link in the description. And if you're looking for a little bit of privacy on the internet, check out NordVPN and get 74% off for like 15 months or something. Pretty sweet deal. Check it out. Again, link in the description down below. So yeah, I'll be watching this level, looking for a bounce here. I think that we do have the potential, depending on if we do get a bounce here or not. I will be looking for a potential bounce up, back up to that point of control at 104,953. Okay, 104,953, and then another push to the downside, and that would, because that would sweep this low and this low. That would be an ABC correction. Looks good. Or we say A, B, C correction. Better. even better. ABC correction, which means we can consider pushing back to the upside. Now again, this is when things get a little dangerous, is when we make that extra push back to the upside, because it could be the Wyckoff distribution that we have been watching, and that would be a third hit to the high. Was that on the daily? I do believe so. So 1, 2, 3 hits to the high with a bearish divergence coming in potentially. This is where you get that push down first to cool off, or to push the trend fusion, trend ribbon, push the trend ribbon down, and then get a push up. Failed to break that high over here on the oscillator, and then roll over. We can see that our money flow is also weak. We got to push down a little bit here on our money flow, or it's more of just like a rounded top. And it's after that we saw all of this money flow come down, get a little bit of a extra little push, and then we just really start to go down. But as long as we're above the zero line, we can still consider being bullish. We still have the high time frame demand down here. So once we get that sweep of that high, we could come down to that high time frame demand. Maybe it wouldn't take that long, but we do have the dynamic reactor that could come up with it potentially, more so like this, because it is kind of tracking like that. So kind of trying to forecast that out. Maybe we can get back down to 93, 379 at the 786 at some point. We do have 96. I would say the golden pocket will also be an interesting place to watch for price, since we do have this imbalance on this daily candle here. Would not be surprised for us to tap into that liquidity pool, but that could be what sent us up on this run, and then we come down for the rest of that liquidity pool. So if this was to pull out over here, then we could see it come down into that liquidity pool, get a bounce, and then push down into the next demand zone, liquidity pool. So pool of liquidity, liquidity pool. I'm just going to talk about pools. It's my day job, if you didn't know. Bummer, was not going to the Shy Hellies. What are you guys even talking about? Rib chat. What's going on? Come to Memphis and check out some ribs. Check out some ribs. Not Corky's, not Corky's. They're franchised now. It's not the same. But we have some holes in the wall. Those are the ones you go to. All right? Let me tell you. So this is kind of what I'll be looking at more higher time frame is for. Here's my thing. If we are to remain bullish in the short term, or short to mid term through Q1, then we would want to see a correction that is like this in market structure. This can happen much quicker than how I have it on here. Okay, so I'm just looking for the market structure in particular. But we can see the potential of this being a flat correction. So in Elliott wave theory, that's just a certain type of correction. We'll go over that another day. I was thinking about maybe doing, instead of wildcard Wednesdays, I will do waves Wednesdays, wavy Wednesdays. Wave Wednesday, the Wednesday wave. and have it just dedicated to like Elliott wave theory. Although I will say I'm nowhere near as good as Coons Trading. Go check out that guy. He is spectacular. He is spectacular. I go to Martin's Barbecue where the table is made out of newspaper. Exactly. But yeah, he is spectacular with Elliott wave theory. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Throw some waves in the chat. Love seeing the waves in the chat. Wednesday waves. If you don't know, some of you know, but if you don't know and you followed me from my channel, my whole thing used to be audio cutting in and out. Really? Come on, man. I'm not seeing any issues. And fibs. Melissa, I created a whole channel dedicated to you, for you, in my Discord. But you don't take advantage of it. So, no, I heard a cutout crack. Q5 and alive. Lots of audio. Cool. Robert Mulligan, hello. Bob Lormus, good here. What? Lurker's coming in telling me everything sounds good. What's going on, Lurkers? For his brain. Sounds fine. What are y'all talking about? Anyways, I forgot what I was even talking about. Other than Memphis barbecue. Come grab you some Memphis barbecue. All right. Anywho, looking for that potential bearish divergence, of course. But yeah, if we want to remain bullish, then I would want to see this correction wrap up very quickly, very soon. I don't want this to go on much longer. And I really don't want it to break this trend line either. So let's get a bounce off of it and continue to the upside, because otherwise I see a good chance that we come down and visit this trend line. Potentially. Maybe it wouldn't be that dramatic. Maybe we would just come into this imbalance in the chart right here. Again, imbalance. It's always going to be a big energetic move. Let's get rid of the VWAP. It's always going to be a big energetic move. Now, the type of correction that I was just showing you, we just basically had a similar type of correction right over down. Get down over here. Right here. Right here. There we go. All right. I'm not very good with the Australian accents, but I try. So it's similar, just 1 2 1 2 and then go. So I would excuse me. So I would want to see something similar like a this. Like it is. Okay. Maybe it come like a this, or maybe it bounces off of this trend line. That would be more of a triangle pattern, more of a wedge than this is. So, but either way, still a corrective structure that I would expect for us to break out of one way or the other. Good news is we've already come down and swept this low here. So I want to see that push to the upside. And I've been on Bitcoin for like 35 minutes. Do you guys have anything else you want me to look at? Something's wrong with his voice. What is wrong with my voice? I don't talk like that, guys. I'm so confused. I think sunrise in Memphis is probably one of the best breakfasts coast to coast. Sunrise is pretty good. I can say that. Can you guys tell? I was looking before stream, but maybe the lights kind of got it. I think I've got like wind burn all over my face from working outside these past few days. It's been in the teens, but the feels like, because of the wind, has been in like 2 or 3 and 4, you know. That's Fahrenheit for those of you in other places around the world. I don't know. It's like negative 30 Celsius or something. It's pretty cold. Hopefully my voice isn't. Are y'all messing with me? Don't be messing with me. All right, let me show you guys something. Let's go ahead and pull up a dual chart screen. NCT is on fire. I don't know what that is. We are going to look, we're going to put ETH up here, and down here we're going to do LBC. Can you look at DGB or Dash? Absolutely. Digibyte and Dash. Let's do ETH USD. Oh, wait, no, not ETH USD. ETH BTC. So something that we can watch with the charts on the dual charts. Yeah, I'll get to that, RMT. Just give me 1 second, Reno. All right. Let's put this on a 3-day. Boom, boom, boom. Hello. Oh. We've come down into my box. Demand zone. Demand zone. We could come down here as well. We could come lower. So this is Ethereum BTC. Okay. And this is Ethereum USD. And what we can try to look for on these charts is we'll try to grab, you know, demand zones like such on Ethereum. Except this is going to be, we're not going to base it off of the Bitcoin chart, the low that is for this one. We just want to see if we are reaching a point of interest at the same time that ETH BTC is reaching a point of interest. Because if it is, then we are much more likely to see a bounce on Ethereum, both in USD and BTC terms. And the higher that it bounces against BTC, the higher it goes on USD. Look at the chart. I can't tell, LBC. Face looks flawless. Oh, Alexandra G. You're so kind. You're so kind. It's all the makeup. I put makeup on. No, I really don't. I don't. Look at the chart. It's up 36%. Oh, NCT is a chart. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, just something that I wanted to point out. We do have the quantum reactor sitting down here at 29.61, so could be a price point to watch. We did already come down and sweep these lows over here, so potentially maybe just a back test of this demand zone, the midpoint of this demand zone at about $3,042. So somewhere around 3,000. That should be a nice psychological level for us to get a bounce off of. So let's just pay attention to that. I am expecting some bounces. The only question is going to be, how high will we go? Will they continue? Are they going to be continuation bounces, reversal bounces, Or are they just going to be nonsense, fake outs, dead cat bounces? We don't want the dead cat. We don't want the dead cat. We want the alive dog. The alive dog. That's what we want. Yep. That's the one. That's the one we want. All right, let's take a look. What did NCT is on fire? All right, you did say NCT before Retro Mike said the other two. So, slow baby bouncies. NCT. It's on Coinbase. Let's go to the single chart. Layout. Polyswarm. So what is this? What is this, RS Miller? That's what I want to know. What in the world is Polyswarm? Also, T.I. Joe. I know you're lurking and charting, but give me a bingo and a bango if you hear this message. I want to see if he's actually here. Iko, yes. Let's go. Let's go. IKO, up only. Who said up only? I didn't say up only. Yeah, this thing is looking pretty okay. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, Polyswarm. I mean, it sounds like something. It says symbol change. Oh, just wanted me to change symbol. Has something to do with Polygon, probably. That would be my guess. Polyswarm, maybe. Maybe. Well, we did get a breakout. This is on the weekly chart. We did get a breakout. Got to close above this whole old high over here, or this March 2024 high over here, and then getting a back test back on that range and holding for support. So we could be seeing some continuation here for Polyswarm. Let's check out the 3D trend. That's on the weekly. That has not flipped green yet on the weekly chart. Let's go to the 3-day. Still, right now, it's not looking good. Right now, it's not looking good. Let's pull a fixed range volume profile. This is kind of a cup pattern, so that is an accumulation type deal. All right, so this is the 3-day. Let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily. So we did get a close yesterday above the value area high of this range. Well, let's pull in from the absolute top over here. Okay, so we did get a close above that. And what if we go from the low point to the high? So the most recent range. Did we get a close above? We did not. We did not get a close above on NCT. And we do have the point of control way down here at 0.0194. So I would be careful with this one. No close above. 3D trend is bearish. Yeah, 3D trend is bearish. I mean, our dynamic reactor and our quantum reactors are bullish, green. But that doesn't mean that we can't come down and get another tap off of that point of control before we see some continuation. Yeah, I don't know. I would want to see 4 hour. Let's see. All right, so the 4 hour is starting to show a little bit of bullishness, but we're below the quantum reactor, and the dynamic reactor is red. And we went well extended really quickly on our prime oscillator prime trend ribbon. I need some sleep. On our trend ribbon. So same time as we're hitting this, we're getting to take profit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would touch this right now. I'd probably wait. Not financial advice, but I'd probably wait. I would want to see this thing prove to me, start putting in some higher lows and higher highs, and getting that quantum reactor and the dynamic reactor to flip back green before I would consider jumping in on this. But this is obviously a coin. I mean, it's got pretty good price action. It's got nice little pump, consolidate for a little while. I mean, it does take back pretty much half, if not more, of the pump, but it does consolidate right there at that same range. Then you get another pump, but this one takes it all back, scoop up a little more liquidity, and then push right back up to the upside. But we can see that last push to the upside also came with some stair steps. So these are the ones that are difficult. But look at that. Chart prime, excellent right here on the 4-hour, man. This just beautiful. Take profit on that pump. Take profit on that pump. Come on. Take profit on this pump. Then buyer's max profit at the very top. Buyer max profit means that's the max profit you're going to make out of this move, son. You need to get out. That's what that means. You need to get on out of here. If you guys ever hear me or see me type that out in chat, I did earlier today. That's what it sounds like. Get on out of here. We got a nice little bounce back here at the platinum pocket. So, I mean, that's not too bad. It's looking better. Like I said, it has given us a bullish buy signal on our 3D trend. So, and our money flow is coming up. Our money flow, yep, it was coming. Well, let's see. It was coming up as price was coming down. Okay, so that's good. That's a bullish divergence. Same with our trend ribbon coming up, putting in higher lows as price was putting in lower lows. So that's another one, another bullish divergence. And we got this goose head going on right here. So we could see a nice little twist and a flip and a push to the upside. And then I will just be watching. I can see it from here without zooming in. But there's obviously, yep, there is a fair value gap sitting right here. 4-hour fair value gap sitting right there at the 382. Now, this is for a pullback on our fibs. So I will need to, if we are to push to the upside, then I want to pull from the high to the low, because now we are potentially going for a retracement. Where does that fair value gap get us right to? Oh, just the golden pocket. Just the golden pocket. Golden pocket. I would say for me, if I was to potentially enter a short, I would be looking for us to come up. Or if I am to go long from here, maybe we get one little push down. There is an imbalance here. So maybe we get one little push down to this 0.36 level. And then we get a bounce to the upside. And then this will be the take profit level. First take profit would be the high right here at 0.58. And then my second take profit wouldn't be until the 50% retracement at 0.072. And then I'd probably go ahead and get all the way out, at least right here at the 618 at 0.08147. So yeah, we have cleared these highs over here, so that is good. Getting some nice bullish candles, and our our dynamic reactor is actually flipped green. And important to note, our quantum reactor was green, and it's only been gray, so that means it's neutral. And our dynamic reactor went red and now it's starting to flip green. So that does help further support the fact that we've got money flow coming up. We've got bullish divergences. We've flipped the 3D trend. We're getting a buy signal. We have liquidity above. Our trend ribbon is strong, although overextended, still strong. Strong and long. There we go. I think I probably might consider taking it long. Yeah. 0.3721. It's right here at the bottom of this fair value gap. Anyways, all right, let's see. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. I want to see what we're doing over here. I need to zoom way out. Go to the weeklies. Getting that push. Maybe not. Got to bounce off of the 3D trend. This could push up one more again. Okay, this one could push up one more again. We'll see. One more time. And then it's all season, baby. That's what I'm thinking. USDT dominance. We want to see this break down. And it's pushing up. But we are below the 3D trend. We could just come up to it, sweep these highs, maybe even sweep these equal highs up here. Relatively equal highs. Yeah, not exactly equal highs, but relatively equal. Come up, bearishly backtest the dynamic and quantum reactors, and then come back down to sweep these lows and push down. USDT dominance. Losing dominance means that people are buying assets. Flat Smack, what's going on? Flat Smack, hope you're doing well. John Germain, what's going on? Showing up a little late. Harp, what's going on, Harp? How you doing? Thank you. Rain this weekend, that will help. Yeah, what's going on? The fire now is 80 miles from me. It's so sad. We're on high wind warning. Again, more high winds? Man, that's crazy. Man. Y'all just hasn't stopped, huh? Still dealing with it. Tradefly is in the middle of it. I'm far from it. Isn't Tradefly like in Hawaii or something? I don't know. I don't be knowing. All right, Dixie looks like it got another push up today. So yeah, kind of holding here. I mean, putting in essentially almost the same pattern as Bitcoin, really. It's kind of crazy how that is. The euro, just getting a nice little gander. Man, this looks like it just wants to rip. Maybe not. Maybe not. We do have a fair value gap down here that we could come down and tap first before it goes. We shall see. How are we looking on our futures? Look. SPY trying to go for a new all-time high. SPY's trying to go for a new all-time high. Where are we at on our retracement? Platinum pocket. Let's go to the daily. We got a daily close above the platinum pocket. We've cleared all retracement levels. I mean, it might come down to fill this little bit of a void here where we just have wicks. It might tap that, but Man, this thing looks like it's going to go. I mean, and if the SPY goes and the Dow's looking good too, I believe. Yep, Dow's looking. Oh, man, golly, look at this gap. Ooh. Like I said, man, I'm starting. So I think we'll see. This is what I'm thinking we might see. Okay, this is kind of across the board, especially for the big market cap stuff like Bitcoin and SPY, Dow, all that stuff. Let's get rid of this. Too much noise, and let's get rid of this, and also let's go ahead and get rid of this. All right. So I'm kind of thinking a couple of things. Okay, so let's just put this here just for a point of reference, and this here. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that we could see one of a couple of things. I think more bullishly, we would want to see a back test of this gap and then push higher. That could be the potential. That could potentially be the start of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move to the upside. That's why I would want to see that. I would expect a pullback here. But if this thing continues to go up and then comes back down, well, then it's going to do what Bitcoin just did and come right back down to that pool of liquidity, in my opinion. More likely than not, that's what it would do. Could it potentially come up here and backtest and continue higher? Yes. But one of the first two scenarios I think is more likely. The most likely is I think Japan carry trade hits but it ends up not being as bad as people think it is. And then the market sends higher. Because the end of the cycle is going to be the most chaotic. Stuff's not going to make sense. The common expression is the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent, which means the market can do some crazy things for longer than you can, more money than you can even, you run out of money to put into it, essentially. But yeah, other than that, I mean, we come down here, we get a close below this low, then then we're probably looking at some more downside. Obviously, that would be more downside, but boom, that would be more of like an ABC correction, potentially. But with some announcements today about some potential manufacturing stuff coming to the US, that is kind of bullish for the Dow Jones. Dow Jones makes up a lot of manufacturing stuff. Now, the NASDAQ, it's the prettiest one out of both of them. Look at that, man. Look at that. That is a bull flag if I've ever seen a bull flag. And I've never seen one. That is clearly a bull flag. Take the low, we go from low to high, take the high, come down to the low. Measured move. Conservatively, we just barely poke above the high. Non-conservatively, we get a nice breakout measured move, get up to 23,156. NASDAQ, looking bullish AF. What about NASDAQ 100. So these are the top 100 companies in the NASDAQ. That looks bullish AF. RTY. Kind of weak. And all the small micro, or all the small market caps. Yeah, I don't know. They're sketching me out. But the bigger market caps can bring them up with them. So there's that. It's just sketch. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Let's find a clean chart. Because I did see this. Let's do the index chart. Now, I'm personally not really one for indicators, or not indicators, patterns. But I do like trading patterns, but I'll use certain ones at certain times just because I know certain ones at certain times, like those are like really good ones to watch, like head and shoulders patterns. The main thing about head and shoulders patterns is where are they taking place in a range. So like if you're coming up in price and you're forming an inverse head and shoulders, I would think that that's probably going to come down. When most people think inverse head and shoulders, however, they think bullish. But what I want to see is price coming down and having it create the inverse head and shoulders, because that's much more likely to be a reversal. Whereas if you're coming up, you push down and you do something like this, that just looks like weakness to me. We get a little sweep of the highs to take out the highs, but then it just rolls over. This is your classic Bart Simpson, right? So when it comes to reversal patterns, we want to make sure that the reversal is happening at a reversal point. So inverse head and shoulders, we want to see at bottom of ranges. Standard head and shoulders, we want to see at top of ranges, because they are reversal patterns. Now we do have, let's see if I can find the geometric shape ABCD pattern. Probably not. Rotated rectangle, polyline. I don't even know what that is. Is that what I would want to use? A polyline? Polyline. Let's go. 1. Really? Are we going to count that? No. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoops. I don't know that that's the triangle that I saw. It might have been something more like this. Tom Crown posted it. You can see it on his Twitter. But, yeah. I mean, it does look a lot like a diamond pattern. And these do tend to be reversals. So that would mean that we would fall out of this to the downside. Nobody wants to see that. But that doesn't mean that we can't get a quick move to the upside first and then get the reversal to the downside. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I never liked the diamond pattern. Just don't. But that's just me. Tom Crown obviously knows what he's doing, so I don't know. Anyways, past my time, guys. Past my time. Oh, what are y'all talking about? If you go to the 6 hour, you can draw out the diamond perfectly on Bitcoin. Same on XRP. The 6 hour, eh? Are we talking about this diamond pattern? We talking about some shorter term time frame? Hello? I didn't even look at the time frame that Tom Crown shared that on. TradingView, if you would work, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Any day now. Thank you. Getting some hella lag. And there we go. Diamond pattern completed. I found it on Coinbase chart on the 4 hour, but it looks better on the 6 hour. So there you go, right there. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right? Bearish divergence here as well. I mean, we could push down lower. I mean, yeah. I mean, I expect it. We're currently doing it. So 4 hour shows BTC diamond. Yeah, anyway. Oh, I didn't even realize I don't have the chart up. There you go. This is the 6 hour. 4 hour. Yep. So there's your diamond. I believe you take this range here, you go from the top to the bottom on this, and the measured move from where you break out of, or maybe even now. Yeah, from where you break out of, and of course, it would perfectly get us down to our demand zone. Look at that. Perfect. XRP shows one too. All right, cool. I'm going to believe you, and I am going to get out of here. All right, guys. Straight down the middle on the pole. Yep. All right, guys. Anyways, yeah. Thank you all for joining me. I enjoyed it, as always. It's once y'all start talking about stuff, nonsense, I can't keep up with the chat. And y'all talk a lot, so which I am very thankful for. You make the chat active, you make it fun, and you guys are having fun. So, and that's what this is all about. You guys having fun, maybe even getting a little bit of an education, and even I can sit here and you can just listen to me work things out, and maybe that helps you out too. So, but anyways, yeah. I'm tired. To be honest, I'm tired. So I'm gonna go. But tomorrow we will be going live an hour after the Bank of Japan's rate decision, which means we could be coming into some madness tomorrow night. Of course, this is Markets After Dark, so it's always madness here, because we're mad. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to, make sure you come back here on the Piper Academy Network tomorrow morning. We've got 5 shows lined up tomorrow. We've got BC Poor Corp in the morning for Good Morning Crypto. Then we have the morning market report with Army Piper and the OC guy. The afternoon, we have Trader Joe, T.I. Joe, Trade Intuition for the Trade Academy at 4 p.m. And then we have the Crypto Nightcap. Hopefully we'll have it back tomorrow with FD White and TradeFly. And then we will be right back here for Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Thank you all. Don't forget to hit that like on your way out. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button and definitely come back and and see us tomorrow. Join the Discord, become a member, all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks guys. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep, and I will catch you all in the morning. Mad love. Good night. Peace.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, I shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trend, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark where only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide. On the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. From Bitcoin markets soaring fast. Markets after dark, I shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trend, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the